Okay, we are gonna start today in a child's pose. And as before, if you would like to use a pillow of some kind, or if you have like a bolster or something, if you're fancy like that, grab that. If you have neither, don't worry. We're gonna spread the knees nice and wide, about mat width, and then bring the feet together behind us. And then we're just gonna walk the hands out in front of us. If you've got the pillow, you can put it under where your torso will go, under your belly, in that space between the legs, and then situate yourself down and drop your head. And if you don't have a pillow, you're going to do exactly the same thing. You're just going to walk out and drop the head to the mat. And once you get here, you just start by deepening your breath. Taking nice, slow inhales and nice, slow, long exhales. And you might start to walk your hands a little bit farther forward toward the top of the mat if you like. And as you do that, keeping the hips nice and heavy, lengthening through the spine, lengthening through the torso. You can let the head rest, let the forehead come down. And focusing our attention on the breath, noticing how it moves through the body. Maybe the belly is expanding, ribs are expanding as you breathe. And take one more deep cycle of breath here. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, lift up slightly. Walk the hands out over to the left. Walk your right hand a little bit further than your left hand. And then settle the chest and the torso back down to the mat. You might start to feel a little bit of side opening through that right side. See if you can keep both shoulders, both armpits the same distance from the mat. And if you'd like, you can start to walk that right hand a little farther away, even more than before, depending on how you're feeling this morning. And we're staying with the breath, getting long all the way from the right hip all the way up to the right fingertips. And sinking the hips down. Take one more round of breath here. Exhale it out. On your next inhale, come up slightly. This time we'll walk the hands out over to the left. Let that left hand walk a little farther forward than the right, and then drop the chest, drop the torso down. And see if you can draw that left shoulder a little bit lower to the ground, making it level with the right. And breathe. Nice long left side body. Take one more round of breath here. Once you exhale it out, lift up slightly, walk yourself back to center, and then walk your hands in, come back to sit on the heels. And then we'll move the knees to come to center here into our hero's pose. And obviously, if you had the block, the rather bolster or the pillow, go ahead and move it out of the way. And we're going to bring the legs together, knees pointing straight forward, toes pointing straight back. So if you need to, take a second, take a look back at your feet. See if your toes are pointing straight back behind you. In your child's pose, your toes are probably together. So just shifting that so the feet are pointing straight back. Good. I'm just move forward a little here so I don't run into my plate. From here, I'm going to take a nice big inhale and reach the arms up overhead. And then as you exhale, turn open to the right. Right arm reaches back behind you. Left arm reaches forward. Good. And then while we're here, I want you to think about your inhales making you really tall through the top of your head. And then maybe your exhales bring you a little deeper into your twist. That might mean you take your gaze back behind you over the right arm, if that feels okay. Take another breath just like that, inhaling, getting long through the top of the head. Exhaling, twisting. Good. Inhale, come back through center, reach the arms up nice and tall. And as you exhale, take the other side. Left arm reaches back behind you. Right arm reaches forward. This time I want you to inhale, reach your head tall toward the top of the ceiling, just as before, and also reach your shoulders up to your ear. And this time as you exhale, relax your shoulders while you twist a little bit deeper, maybe changing the gaze. We'll do that again. Inhale here, tall through the top of the head, lift the shoulders. Exhale, twist, let the shoulders sink down. Good. Inhale, back through center, and then exhale, bring the hands down to your thighs. And from here, we're gonna, if you would like, shift forward and tuck your toes under. Toes tucking under, and then we're gonna sit back onto the heels. Now, if that's too much for you and doesn't sound good, stay as you were with the feet right underneath. And from here, we're gonna take the hands back to the thighs, and we're gonna inhale, bring the chest forward, arch the spine, look up like we're in a cow pose. And then exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin, pull the belly to the spine. Good. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, send it back, belly back toward the spine, spine nice and rounded. Good. Let's do one more. Inhale, chest forward like you're pulling a string from the chest. Exhale, send it back, round, tuck the chin. Good. Come back through center. If you've got the toes tucked, come forward with the hands, release the toes, and give them a couple of taps on the ground. Good. And then come back to sit on the heels. And if you're on the heels, now we're all on the heels. Bring your right hand back behind you, fingertips down to the ground with the mat behind you. And bring your left hand to the front of that left knee. And we're gonna lean back, lift the left knee, keep the foot pressing down into the mat. And then if you like, you can gently kind of pull on that leg with the left hand. Maybe you come in and out of it a little bit, or stretching through the front of the ankle, the top of the foot. Maybe you feel this in the front of in the shin as well. See how it feels. Go gently if it's tense. If it's intense, go gently, of course. Good. Now come back to center. We'll pick the other side. Left hand comes behind us. Right hand to the top of the knee. And shifting back, stretching through the front of the right lower leg. Notice how it feels side to side. It might be different. Take a couple of pulses here if that feels good. Good. Let's take one more each side. Right hand back, left hand forward. And we're breathing. Breathing the whole time. And go ahead and place that left knee down and take the right. In and out. Very good. And coming back to your hero pose. Good. I'm going to turn just so I'm facing my mat again. You stay exactly as you are. We're going to lift the hips up onto the knees. We're on the knees. And then lift that right leg and step it forward into a lunge. And I want your lunge to be long enough here so that you can start to sink the hips down into that lunge rather than having a really short lunge where you're just limited with the space between the front leg and the back. So that being said, also walk that right foot a little to the right. So we've got a little bit of a wider base. And from here, we're going to stand up on the legs. If you have blocks, and if you would like blocks, grab your blocks and put them under your hands. If not, you can just simply lean forward a little bit more, so don't come up quite as much, so that you can get your hands on the ground. That's totally fine too. Take a nice deep breath in. Look forward. Sink the hips. Actively push the hips down toward the mat. Good. Chest is forward. As you exhale, we're going to start to press with this right leg, and we're going to walk the hands back. If you have blocks under your hands, take them with you. Shift the hips back. Start to straighten that right leg. Keep the toes down for right now. Now, the leg does not have to be completely straight. And if you look at me, you'll notice my leg is not completely straight. What I am focusing on is keeping my toes, my right toes, my right foot planted on the ground. Good. Now, from here, look forward. Bring the chest forward a little bit. And take a nice little arch of the spine if you can. So stick the butt out behind you. Hamstrings. When you're ready, lift the right toes, flex the foot into the face. Don't change anything else if you can avoid it. We're going to do it a couple of times. We're going to place the foot down, do it really carefully. Place all 5 toes down to the mat. I almost said 10, but we only have 5 on one foot. It's good to remember. All right, bring the right toes in toward the face, flex the foot. Good, now bring the right toes back down, full foot down to the mat, keep everything else the same. Notice how your hamstring feels as you do this. Pull the toes in again, just notice. It's going to be really different on all of you. And then exhale, go ahead and place the foot back down to the mat. Good. Walk the hands forward, shift the hips forward, sink the hips down once again, look forward, maybe shift a little bit side to side. And this time we're going to come up, we're going to raise our arms up in our lunge. From here, start to straighten that leg, straighten that right leg. So now we're standing all the way up, we've got a straight right leg. Good. Keep the sole of that right foot fully planted this time. And as you exhale, on your next exhale, open the arms to the right. Open twist to the right. Inhale, nice long spine. Exhale, maybe twist a little more. Maybe look back behind you. Little challenge for your balance. Good. Take one more breath here. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist a little more. Good. Inhale, come back through center, arms up. Exhale, lower down into that low lunge. And bring your hands down, press down, come back to your tabletop pose. Beautiful. Put both hands down here for a second. Lift that right leg, so same leg. And we're going to take a few hip circles here. And I want you to be really careful here to move just the hip. What I mean by that is that if you start to arch and round your spine just to get a little bit more out of that hip circle, make it look like you're getting a little more out of the hip circle. See if you can limit that. Pull the belly in. Keep your back nice and stable, your upper body nice and stable. Make this a movement in the hip joint. Good. Take it the other way. And come back to your tabletop. Sweet. I'm going to step that left foot forward into our low lunge. And as before, give yourself enough space forward and back for the hips. And give yourself enough space left and right for the hips. So, left foot might walk a little to the left, might walk a little bit forward. And from here, you find your blocks if you have them. If not, find the ground. Maybe you lean forward a little bit, bring your fingertips down. That's totally fine. You're going to look forward here, take a nice deep breath in, sink the hips down. Let that left knee track a little bit to the left. If that feels okay, you might even energetically, with the leg, press it to the left a little bit. That might give you a little bit more space to sink the hips. Take another breath. As you exhale, press with the left foot, shift the hips back. Start to straighten that left leg, keeping the left foot on the mat. Beautiful. From here, chest comes forward a little bit. Look a little farther forward. At the same time, I want you to arch the spine a little, or at least have the intention of arching a little. Not much will probably happen visually. Stick the butt out behind you. Good. When you're ready, flex the left toes in toward the face. See what it feels like. Lifting the foot, flexing the toes. You might notice a big stretch in the calf. That might be what you notice most of all. Go ahead and place the foot back down. Just move and see and breathe. Flex the foot. Really pull the toes in toward the shin. And then place it back down on the ground, all 5 toes. All 10 toes. Inhale. Lift the foot. Flex it nice and strong. Exhale. Lower it down. Good. Same the hips forward. Walk the hands forward. Find your footing. Then big inhale. Reach it on up. Low lunge. Arms up. And then as you know, before that, straighten your left leg. There we go. Straighten the left leg. Keep the sole of the foot. That left foot down. Left straight leg. Left almost straight leg. Good. Big reach. Inhale. As you exhale, open twist to the left. Nice wide reach of the arms. Good. Inhale here. Lift the shoulders. Exhale. Twist. Then again, inhale, get tall, lift the shoulders. Exhale, lower the shoulders. Twist. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Good. Inhale, back to your side and reach the arms. Exhale, bend the left knee, bring the arms down, plant the hands, and step your left foot back into a tabletop. Plant your hands, tabletop, lift the left leg, same leg. Find those hip circles. Hip circles, so not back circles. Back is totally stable. Upper body stays exactly in the same position. Take your circles in the other direction. And coming back into your tabletop pose, and have you sit your hips back on the heels and then swing your legs around and come into a seat. Just like that. Good. Stick your legs out in front of you. Bring your legs out in front of you. And then we are going to pull the toes in toward the face. And I want you to see if you can get your legs nice and straight. And if not, totally fine. Bend them a little bit like that. If your hamstrings don't allow a full straight, bend them a little bit. Otherwise, nice straight legs. And from here, bring the hands down to either side of the legs. Take a nice deep breath in, sit tall. As you exhale, walk the hands forward. I want you to think about chest moving toward the feet. So obviously they're not gonna arrive there, but that's what we're working toward. Also, belly to the thighs. So rather than rounding in like this, we're looking forward and we're drawing the torso toward the lower body. Like so, with a nice neutral spine. Keep flexing the toes into the face. Breathe. You might still be seated straight up, and that might be sat. Straight up, and that might be the extent of the stretch in your hamstrings. That's totally fine. Wherever you are, take a nice deep breath in, draw the toes in toward the face. As you exhale, change nothing else, point the toes. Notice how it feels. Maybe you walk the hands a little farther. Maybe you fold a little farther. Probably. When you're ready, slowly flex the toes again. Feel what you feel. Notice calves. Notice back of the legs. Maybe even up into the glutes. Breathe. As you exhale, point the toes. Go slow. Inhale, flex. Go slow. Exhale, point. Do it one more time. Inhale, flex. And exhale. Slowly. Maybe fold a little more. Good. Come on. Come on. From here, I'm going to turn. You can see me this way. Stay with your 2 legs out in front of you. And we're going to draw that right knee in toward the chest. So left foot stays out in front of you. Foot is flexed. Right leg comes in. And we're going to step that right leg over the left leg and plant it down to the mat. on the opposite side, on the outside of the left leg. Press your right toe down into the mat. Keep that full foot planted. From here, take your left arm and wrap it around the outer edge of your right leg. You're going to be phases here. This is your first one. Take a nice deep breath in. Maybe wrap your other arm around the leg as well. Big breath in. Get really nice and tall, nice flat back, nice upright posture. And as you exhale, just pull the leg toward the torso. Pull the torso toward the leg. Keep the left foot flexed. Keep drawing that leg in toward the chest. You might feel a nice stretch in kind of the center, middle, meaty part of the glute hip on the right side. If you would like more, bring the right hand back behind you. Take a deep breath in, reach the left arm tall, and then hook it around or wrap it. Either wrap the left arm around the leg or hook the elbow of the left arm around the right leg and bring it into a twist. So if you want less, wrap the arm. If you'd like a little bit more, tuck the elbow. And then we look out to the right side and we breathe in to get long all the way up to the top of the head. And we exhale the twist. As you know, inhale long. No matter where you are, exhale, twist. If you're still facing forward, same thing. Inhale, get really tall, and exhale, pull the leg in. Everybody take another breath. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, come back through center. We're gonna lift the right foot. We're gonna keep the right leg for just a second. Bring that right foot into the air in front of you. And we're gonna wrap the left arm so that the sole of the right foot is in the crook of the left elbow. Now, if that is entirely too much for the leg, I just want you to hold the foot in this orientation where we've got the knee out to the right and an externally rotated hip. If you don't know what that means, you can take a look at me and you'll find out what I mean. Like a pigeon in the air. If you'd like to hook the foot, and if you'd like, you can clasp the hands around the leg, and we kind of cradle the right leg in front of us and rock a little bit, side to side. If you don't have the foot in the elbow, it's exactly the same thing. We hold the foot and hold the leg and move a little bit side to side. Stay nice and tall through the chest. Keep your torso close to the leg rather than like this, close to the leg. Take one more breath. As you exhale, slowly release your right leg out in front of you. Place it down on the mat. Maybe you wiggle out a little bit through the legs. And when you're ready, we'll flex the right toes this time. Pull the left leg in and step that left foot over the right leg, planting the foot, especially planting the left toe down. And from here, wrapping the arms around the leg, sitting nice and tall, breathing and pulling the leg in. And if you're enjoying that stretch, then stay. If you'd like to move it into a twist, you can bring the left hand back behind you. You can keep that right arm hugging the left leg and breathe in to get really tall. Exhale to twist. Maybe look over the left shoulder. If you would like a little more, you can hook your right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Palm up. Breath in to get long wherever you are. And breath out to either twist a little deeper or hug the leg in a little bit closer. And do that again. Inhale, getting long. And exhaling, getting deeper. Beautiful. Slowly make your way back to center if you're twisted. And we're going to lift that left leg. And either we cradle the leg with the foot in the elbow pit, or we hold the foot and hold the leg and shift a little side to side here, working into the left hip, the left glute. Do what feels good. Looking for sensation, not pain. We're breathing, as always. Take one more breath in and breath out. And we'll slowly release that left leg down. Bring both feet, soles of the feet down, and bring your hands back behind you, and then start to windshield wiper the legs side to side. We do this almost every time. And that's because I love it. And you'll know, because I say it every time, let the knees come down to the mat. So be really intentional when you come to one side that you're pressing the knees down, especially in the leg that is right directly in front of you. So kind of the inside leg is pressing down. Spend a lot of time with our hips externally rotated, so out to the sides of the body. And a lot less time usually with them internally rotated, so that might be why, if you notice, one leg being a little bit more intense in this stretch than the other. That's probably why. Maybe. All right. Enough talking. Come back to center. I'm going to bring the soles of the feet together. Speaking of external rotation, we'll let the knees fall open to the side. We'll bring our hands to the feet. Maybe give yourself a little bit of a foot rub. The arches of the feet. Take a nice deep breath in. Get nice and tall as we always do. And then exhale, go ahead and fold over the legs. And this time it's up to you. If you'd like to round the spine and kind of curl in over the legs, go for it. If you'd like to keep that nice straight spine, that neutral spine, also completely fine. Kind of drawing the heart closer to the feet. Perfectly fine as well. Wherever you are, I'll take some nice deep breaths here. Focusing back on the sensation of the breath moving in and out of the body. So maybe in and out of the belly. Maybe in and out of the nostrils. Noticing what it feels like. Noticing how your body feels. When you're ready, you'll slowly come on out of the fold. And if you'd like to stay like this for the legs, then by all means, if you'd like to come into a different version of a comfortable seat, then please do. Bring your hands to the knees of the legs. And sit nice and tall and bring your back to that imaginary wall behind you, including the back of the head. So really sitting nice and tall. Go ahead and close the eyes if that's comfortable. We will close our practice with a nice deep breath in and out all together. We'll inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. When you're ready, inhale and exhale.